I have been a registered nurse for almost 23 years, and in 2004, I was helping another nurse move a patient, and the other nurse and the patient fell on top of me and crushed my spine. So clearly before then I was very active. I was a mountain biker, I did rock climbing, all kinds of physical activity. And from that moment on, my back got worse and worse and worse. And I slowly began to not do anything in my life except for work and go home and curl up in a ball. So I became really dependent on pain medications, and I was seen by 5 neurosurgeons and had millions of MRIs and injections and therapies. And for 11 years, I tried everything I could think of, and I just slowly lost all my capacities in my life. I could hardly unload my dishwasher. I have 5 children. I would just curl up in bed and cry, and it was very sad.
In addition to my back problem, I had developed an amazing heart problem, which was a very rapid heart rate that would start in 1 second and go about 180 to 190 beats a minute. So it was very inconvenient. I was taking about 25 pills per day.
Different medications or all the same medication?
About 5 different medications, 25 total pills per day.
And what was the diagnosis of the heart condition?
It was supraventricular tachycardia reentry node issue. So I'd had it ablated previously. I had an ablation.
My mother actually heard of Dr. Joe and turned me on to his books, and I read everything and researched everything. So in November, we came to the progressive workshop here in Tacoma, and I was very open and excited, and I'd been working really hard and trying to create new possibilities in my life.
After the progressive workshop, when I got home, I had 2 procedures scheduled. One was 4 injections in my spine, which I had every 3 months, cortisone injections.
Epidurals? Epidural injections?
Facet joint, bilateral facet joint
Okay.
injections. Then I also had an ablation scheduled for my heart because it also had been acting up. And the day I got home, I canceled them. And my husband works in medicine too, and his eyebrows went really high. So...
What's up with men anyway, huh?
So I went about doing my meditations, and then one day, when I least expected it, out of nowhere, my girlfriend called me and said, "Hey, can you meet me at the airport? I've gotten into town to take some exams for school. I forgot my purse, and I have no cash." So I brought her some cash, and when I handed the cash to her at the airport, she also said, "It's so weird. I forgot my purse. It had all my money and all my medications in it. I guess it's just the universe's way of telling me I don't need them anymore." And when she said that sentence, my brain and the universe became one, and it said, "You don't need yours anymore either." So, clearly against any medical advice, I would never give this advice to anyone, I completely stopped taking all my medications that day. It was October 16th.
Now, wait a second. She didn't stop taking her medications and decided to go cold turkey. She was taking her medications and supplementing her body with medications from her nervous system. You understand the difference, yes? This isn't just about if you're on a medication, just don't take your medication. She was making a conscious choice in the process that she could overcome her pain and overcome her condition, and she was doing the work. You understand the difference, yes? Okay.
And the next 5 days were really horrible. My body, I sweated. I went through withdrawals. I was anxious, restless, tearful, crying, laughing, hysterical. I listened to the meditations. I listened to the books on audio. I listened to music. I did everything I could not to jump out of my body. I didn't crave my medications. I just knew if I took them, then I wouldn't feel so bad, but I just powered through and paced around like a crazy person for five days. And my biggest fear that whole time is if I go off this medicine, I'll be incapacitated to a person who can't function. I'll just be crying in a ball and I can't walk and I can't move or do anything. But when that time was over, I have zero pain. When you watch me dancing here, I am literally jumping for joy because I'm so happy that I can move and have my life back. And my family is so supportive. They all say, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. I'm really excited and very inspired to be able to dance and move and unload my dishwasher. And I'm just really grateful and thankful. And I didn't want to do this testimonial, but I became overwhelmed with love for everyone. And I thought, if there's a single person anywhere that needs that hope, that wants to hear it's possible for them to feel better and do better, I want them to know there's hope, because I would have bet $1 million against me ever being in this place pain-free today. I've not taken a single medication since October 16th.
Would you say that there were a few days that you didn't feel like doing your meditations?
I wanted to crawl out of my body. It's a great way to meditate, but yes.
And you did the work anyway?
I did the work.
And were there days that you doubted that you could overcome the pain because it seemed much bigger than you?
Many days.
Did you do your meditations anyway?
I did.
And were there voices in your head based on your past experiences that caused you to think, maybe I don't know what I'm doing and someone else knows more than me about my body, and you were discouraged and you thought maybe they're right and you're wrong and maybe you shouldn't do your meditations?
Lots of voices.
Did you do the work anyway?
I did it anyway.
And now here's the question. What would you tell that person that's in pain and with all those conditions as your future self now? What would you say to that person back there that you can see and know so well? What would you tell her?
See yourself in your new life doing the things you want to be doing and being so grateful for it despite the pain. Over every time it tries to say, but you're hurting. No, I see me doing cartwheels on the beach. No, I see me teaching the kids to ride bikes. No, feel it, be it, and it will become you. Don't give up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bill.
Thank you for doing that.